who want transgender books read to children, creating gender dysphoria and mental illness so that children can't function. And how do they break that down? Look at this right here. Look at this. None of this is accidental. In fact, the 1932 novel, Brave New World, 1932 novel, Brave New World reveals how the elites envision sexualizing young children over the coming decades. This was a strategy of the elites. Listen how this broken down. The society described in Brave New World is a world state in which war has been eliminated and where the first aim of the rulers is at all costs to keep their subjects from making trouble. Huxley wrote in his later essay, Brave New World Revisited, quote, this they achieved by, among other methods, legalizing a degree of sexual freedom made possible by the abolition of the family that practically guarantees the Brave New Worlders against any form of destructive or creative emotional tension. You see that? So the social engineers know that if they allow for a certain degree of sexual freedom and people to get sexually dysphoria and sexually addicted, they will be able to have a form of emotional release that will prevent them from doing any what they consider destructive or creative change, creative rebellion. You see that? In order to stop that, and that's why you see always the Marxist revolutions, the Maoist revolutions, the fascist revolution, always are preceded by the government allowing, quote, sexual freedom and freedom from traditional values. Freedom from to transcend traditional values or Christian values of marriage. We'll let you just have sex with everything. Just don't mess with the elites, okay? We're the loving elites that give you permission to bang whatever you want, okay? We'll protect you. We'll protect your class. Whatever you want to bang, we'll protect that. But just don't muck with us. You see how that works? And that's why Satan uses sex or bad sex as a means of control. Whereas God uses absolute sex as a means of life, love, and lineage. Satan uses sex for control, blackmail. All these secretive elitist groups are doing sex for blackmail, getting their people to sleep and do some sex or have some pedophile have sex, and then they're capturing them on film so they can blackmail them. They use it for power. Islamofascism uses sex to conquer nations, right? Genghis Khan uses sex to conquer nations. Napoleon used sex to conquer nations. To bring women into submission. And then, of course, to kill off this alpha male population. But what a tremendous exposition written by Huxley himself on Brave New World Revisited. This they achieved by other methods, legalizing a degree of sexual freedom. See, he even knew. Even he knew, because he was a slut when he was younger, he admits. And he admits, Huxley, Aldous Huxley that is, admits that he was into relativism and believing that there's no real values and no real God, there's no purpose to existence, because it allowed a convenient philosophy for him to indulge in sexual escapades. He admits it himself. But he writes, this they achieved by other methods, legalizing a degree of sexual freedom made possible by the abolition of family. You got to destroy the family, traditional values, marriage, all that. That practically guarantees the Brave New Worlders against any form of destructive or creative emotional tension. So they're so drugged out because sex is like a drug, especially the males, that after they have sex, it's literally like they're like on drugs. They get a high. So they're just drugged out. They're just like, oh, no, I don't want to wage war. And if they're in a constant series of sexual escapades, then they're constantly, literally like drugged hormonally. So they just want to talk, hey, just love, peace. No. They don't want to stand up against anything. And there you go. Very, very interesting breakdown by exclusive Sheriff Arpaio tells InfoWars how it feels for Trump to stand behind him. Sheriff Arpaio and Donald Trump finally heard about Sheriff Arpaio and now is standing up for him. Hopefully a pardon is quickly in Sheriff Arpaio's very near future. We'll be right back after the short break. Stay with us on the King's Report.